In a world of instant solutions, people try to outsource everything, cleaning, shopping, even thinking. But there's one thing that can't be delegated: building your own wealth. Wealth isn't a product you can order with next-day shipping. It's not something a consultant can hand you on a silver platter. And it's definitely not something you can inherit without knowing how to keep it. It's a process you have to go through yourself. A conversation worth having. Imagine sitting across from Alex, a seasoned entrepreneur who built his fortune from scratch. Across the table sits Sarah, a young professional eager to hack her way to financial success. Sarah: I've been reading all these books and following influencers who promise quick results. One guy says I can make 6 figures in 30 days, if I just follow his system. What do you think? Alex leans forward, his expression thoughtful but firm. Let me ask you this. If someone handed you $1 million tomorrow, would you know how to keep it? Would you understand the decisions behind growing it, protecting it, and making it last? Sarah hesitates, then shakes her head. Probably not. Exactly, Alex replies. Wealth isn't about shortcuts. It's about transformation. You can't outsource becoming the kind of person who earns and sustains wealth. That's a journey only you can take. Shortcut culture. The illusion of easy success. We live in an era where everyone looks for shortcuts. Want to get fit? Buy a magic pill instead of working out. Want to be rich? Follow a guru who promises a 6-figure income in 30 days. Want to be successful? Pay for an expensive course and hope the knowledge alone changes your life. The reality? You can't outsource personal growth. The skills, discipline, and resilience that build wealth can't be bought. They must be earned. The myth of overnight success. Take James, for example. He stumbled upon an online ad promising passive income streams with minimal effort. Intrigued, he paid $2,000 for the program, expecting immediate returns. At first, the glossy videos and step-by-step guides seemed promising, but as weeks turned into months, James realized the program offered nothing more than vague advice and empty promises. Frustrated, he reached out to Alex for guidance. James: Why didn't it work? I followed everything they said, Alex sighed, shaking his head. Because no one gets wealthy by following someone else's script. Those programs sell dreams, not solutions. Real wealth comes from solving real problems, and that requires sweat, strategy, and sacrifice. He continued. Success isn't handed to you. It's built brick by brick. Every failure teaches you something. Every challenge makes you stronger. Skipping the struggle skips the growth. The danger of getting without earning. Imagine handing a teenager a luxury sports car on their 16th birthday. It might feel like a dream come true, but without understanding the value of the car, without working for it, they'll treat it like a toy. They'll scratch it, crash it, or get bored with it. Now imagine that same teenager had to work long hours, save every dollar, and finally buy their first car. Would they treat it differently? Absolutely. They value it because they earned it. The same applies to wealth. If it's handed to you without effort, it won't last. Lottery winners go broke. Trust fund kids squander fortunes. But self-made millionaires? They hold on to their wealth because they built it from the ground up. Real-life lessons. Consider Lisa, whose parents gifted her a substantial inheritance when she turned 25. Initially thrilled, Lisa splurged on designer clothes, exotic vacations, and lavish parties. Within 3 years, however, the money vanished. And so did her sense of purpose. I thought having money would solve all my problems, Lisa admitted during a therapy session. Instead, it created new ones. I didn't appreciate what I had because I didn't earn it. Now, I'm starting over, learning how to budget and invest responsibly. Contrast that with Mark, a former teacher who transitioned into entrepreneurship after years of saving and studying. His first venture failed spectacularly, leaving him deep in debt. Rather than giving up, Mark analyzed his mistakes, refined his approach, and launched a second business that eventually thrived. When you fight for something, Mark reflected, you respect it more. My failures taught me humility, patience, and perseverance. Those lessons are priceless. The growth is in the struggle. Ever wonder why the most successful people have stories of failure? It's because the struggle forces growth. A failed business teaches strategy. Financial loss teaches discipline. Rejection teaches resilience. If someone else takes the journey for you, you miss out on the lessons. You remain the same person, unequipped to handle success. That's why the process can't be skipped. It's what turns you into the person capable of holding on to wealth when it arrives. Transformative challenges. Meet Emma, a software developer, who quit her stable job to launch a tech startup. For 2 years, she faced rejection after rejection, from investors, clients, and even friends who doubted her vision. There were nights I cried myself to sleep, Emma recalled. But each setback forced me to rethink my approach. I learned how to pitch better, code smarter, and manage resources efficiently. Today, Emma's company generates 7 figures annually. More importantly, she credits her struggles for shaping her into a leader capable of navigating challenges. The pain was worth it, she says. Every failure made me sharper, stronger, and more determined. Without those battles, I wouldn't be here today. The harsh truth. No one's coming to save you. The biggest lie society sells is that someone else will do it for you. That a job, a mentor, or an inheritance will hand you wealth. But no one is coming. Your journey is yours alone. You want financial freedom. No one will build it for you. You want to run a successful business? No one will make it thrive but you. You want to control your future? You have to take the wheel. Taking ownership, consider Tom, a graphic designer frustrated with his stagnant career. For years, he waited for promotions or raises, assuming hard work would eventually pay off. When nothing changed, he sought advice from a mentor. You're waiting for permission, the mentor told him bluntly. No one's going to hand you opportunities. You have to create them. Inspired, Tom began freelancing on the side, experimenting with different niches until he found his sweet spot: branding for small businesses. Over time, his client base grew, allowing him to leave his day job entirely. Taking ownership changed everything, Tom reflected. I stopped blaming others for my situation and started taking action. That shift in mindset made all the difference. Wealth isn't a gift, it's a transformation. Wealth isn't a gift, it's a transformation. It's about becoming the kind of person who earns it, keeps it, and grows it. That's something you can't outsource. Are you willing to take responsibility? As Alex concluded his conversation with Sarah, he left her with a final thought. Wealth isn't about luck or privilege, it's about preparation. Are you willing to put in the work? To embrace failure as part of the process? To become the person who deserves the life you envision? Sarah nodded slowly, determination flickering in her eyes. I guess I've been looking for shortcuts, because the road ahead seems scary, but maybe it's time to face it head on. Alex smiled knowingly. That's the first step. The rest will follow. So the question is, are you willing to take full responsibility for your own success? The truth is, wealth isn't handed to anyone. It's earned through grit, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's a journey that transforms not just your bank account, but who you are as a person. Will you rise to the challenge?